it's you. I am known as Cheng Pu. I know of you because I serve as an advisor to Lord Sun Jian. I see that you are using your time between battles not to rest, but to sharpen your skills. Lord Sun Jian, Huang Gai, and even the princess have gotten quite worked up over you. There is clearly a good reason for that. Oh, for as much as you gallivant across the land, you seem to have little in the way of ambition. The princess hopes for you to join us officially, but it doesn't seem like her wish will be granted anytime soon, does it? Come to think of it, you fought well against the Yellow Turbans and in Jing province. You were a great help to us all. Huang Gai and I, along with Han Dong, though you might not remember him, are often tasked with such missions. If we could have you on our side, then, well, maybe it's a bit too hasty to consider it. It would be rather stifling to suddenly be surrounded by a bunch of old hands like us. I don't need you to flatter me, but you do seem to be wise beyond your years. I am tempted to rush forward and invite you to join our cause, but my role around here is to keep people from being reckless. Are you really someone we need among our ranks? I'll have to examine your skills closely to decide. Which is why I want to challenge you right here and now. How about it? I'm glad you understand. Then give me all you've got. We will start whenever you're ready. I haven't felt this alive in ages. I apologize for my sudden and uninvited arrival. Now is just not the time to be rekindling old friendships. I have urgent affairs to discuss with you. Can I ask you to pledge your support for Lord Sunsa, the new leader of the Sun family? Lord Sun Jian has passed, and Lord Sunsa has succeeded him, but it is nothing more than a formality. The truth is that Yuanshu now holds the reins, and the Sun family, mine, may as well be broken. The responsibility for all this misfortune lies at my own feet. It seems I need to explain it to you. It was I who urged Lord Sun Jian to return to Changsha with the Imperial Seal just after it was found. It was I who convinced him that possession of the Imperial Seal gave him the divine right to rule. He had simply asked me what it was. And that all led to him being targeted by those treacherous lords who brought about his end. Therefore, it is my duty to restore the Sun clan to its honorable place. But as it stands, that will be no easy task. I cannot accept such kind words. It would be hypocritical of me to accept leniency from the younger generation, whom I treat with strict discipline. Like me, Huang Gai also seems to have his own regrets about Lord Sun Jian's fate. Han Dong, being who he is, I'm sure he's getting up to something all on his own. But other than those two, you're the only one I can talk to about matters such as these. I implore you to become the new foundation of support for Lord Sunsa for the next generation of the Sun clan. Bowing my head and pleading with you like this now is all that I can do for their future. Do you remember that day when I came to you unannounced to ask you to take the future of the Sun clan into your hands? I see. I suppose it would be too selfish of me to ask you to forget it. I must admit that at the time I had lost all sense of dignity. Just when I thought I had seen enough battles to be able to pick out a novice by the way his weapon shakes in his hands, there I was. I had assumed that there was no youth left in this haggard body, but in that moment, I glimpsed it well. And how do you feel about all of this? Everything that's happened since joining us in service of the Sun family? Then I will make no apologies. If it brought you to our side, then even bowing my head to you was well worth the effort. Lord Sun Quan has succeeded Lord Sun Ca as the head of the Sun family. I do not doubt the talents of Lord Sun Quan, even though he has become a leader at such a young age. Truth be told, he has attracted many new talented people to his side. With such a momentum, they are sure to become a nigh unstoppable force to be reckoned with across the land. My role in this is to keep Lord Sun Quan and his young acolytes from letting all that power go to their heads. We cannot let a tragedy like the one that befell Lord Sun Ca happen again. And I care not if people say I'm out to spoil the mood. I will carry out my duty. You're going to be there watching me give the youngsters a hard time with my veins popping out of my head. You'd enjoy that, I'm sure. I have my principles, so I care not one bit what the young ones think about me. But I must also admit that having someone to talk to like this brings me great comfort. And I wouldn't want to get that from anyone but you. These quiet moments we have together are what keep me going. It is my hope that you feel the same.
Hey, you. There's a real nice place we're gonna take you to. Don't make a fuss now. Just come along, nice and quiet like. Oh, definitely. You and our leader are gonna have a nice long talk. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Oh, you bilge rats! What do you think you're doing? Sorry about my crew here. Gan Ning's the name. I'm a soldier for hire, doing whatever it takes to keep myself and this foul-mouthed lot fed. My boys don't answer to anybody, so their manners are horrid. Do me a favor and let their indiscretion slide this time, would you? Still, the part about me wanting to meet you was no joke. Happy to make your acquaintance. We hear your name a lot around these parts, you see. And for what it's worth, the rumors seem to fit you perfectly. When trouble flares up around here, I sell my skills to put out the fires and earn my keep. I bet you're the same, right? Eyes as sharp as yours don't lie, you know. Birds of a feather ought to flock together, right? When I told my boys that, they got so excited that they came out here to get you. You make a living on your skills alone, right? We're the same in that respect. But seriously, you've got guts, you know that? You didn't bat an eye at these guys, or try and act tough to scare them off. There ain't a single weak spot in that armor of yours. Would have never known if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. At this point, we might as well make a party of it. I bet you've got all sorts of wild stories. But what are you waiting for, lads? Go back and get ready for the festivities.
Aye, aye.
So, allow me to invite you to our hideout. And I won't take no for an answer. Hey, thanks for coming. It's been a while, hasn't it? Here, this seat's for you. We don't need all that much. considering we're both out there handling odd jobs. My crew won't shut up about you. Always asking when they can see you and talk to you. Rumors of your daring deeds come in like the rising tide. Your reputation continues to precede you. Yeah, I do what I want when I want. Same with the boys here. Still, these days, lords rise up and then fade away just as quickly. All of them are desperate to ensure they're surrounded with the best of the best. And the guys I know have started settling down in places befitting their talents. Wandering about, moving from job to job. It seems like it's gotten much harder to live that way in this day and age. So, how about you? I bet you've had a couple invitations come your way. So, even you're still figuring things out. I guess you can't go making such choices too impulsively. I didn't want to talk about this. But if not now, then when, right? I got an invitation from Jing province, see? I ain't sure if I should accept it or not. I don't even know the caliber of the guy who sent the invitation, but life would be a hell of a lot easier than it is now, that's for sure. To be honest, I don't give a damn about myself. Not but my crew. If I leave them high and dry, they're done for. I'm living for more than myself, you see? You're right. I'll think long and hard about what seems best. I really appreciate you coming around. You see me like this. That's why, well, it'd be nice to spend more time like this, if possible. I'll send my boys on home at some point. Then maybe we can enjoy some quiet time. Just you and me.
There you are. Come with me, yeah?
Hey. Sorry to call you out to a place like this. You've made some impressive strides since we last met. You're working for that Sun Tzu now, right? That's why we can't really meet up out in the open anymore. Huh? Can't let anyone get suspicious of you fraternizing with a guy like me. Rumor has it, your deeds are the reason everyone's been talking about the Sun clan. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fair question. To put it simply, not great. I'm a bit envious of where you stand these days. In the end, I decided to settle down too, and accepted an appointment invitation. But honestly, my lord ain't much to speak of. The guy won't give me a damn thing to do. I'm lucky if I get some errands to run. Otherwise, I sleep the days away just to kill time. I don't know if the guy doesn't trust me, given my history, or if he just thinks I'm not up to the task. This ain't how I saw this going. I ain't looking for pity or for handouts. I don't need to rely on anyone else to set my course. I'm more than happy if you just listen to me, let out my frustration. Don't know why, but talking with you always calms me down. Anyway, there's more than one way of doing things. I can get my skills recognized, then jump ship and set sail on a different vessel. My voyage has only just begun. This is just a little squall out of the gate. Hardly enough to sink my ambitions. What? Are you trying to dissuade me? I don't need you making me doubt my resolve. You're you, I'm me. And I'm going to find the best possible lord to serve by myself. And when I do, I'll be sure to tell you. So, look forward to hearing from me. Anyway, enough chatting. Time to get a move on. You better be ready, because you and the guys are going to have a hell of a good time.
Excuse me, sir. Given that it's so crowded, would you mind sharing a table? I'm sorry for interrupting your time here like this. As an apology, we'd like to offer you one free item. This way, sir.
Sorry. I won't bother you, so don't mind me. Well then, I'll have what he's having. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. It's just that I feel I've seen you before. I'm Han Dong. I serve Lord Sun Jian. Do you remember fighting together in the volunteer army? No, wait, don't answer that. It'll wound me if you say you don't, and I'll feel equally as horrible if you lie and say you do. You know, I said not to mind me, but I'd actually like to chat with you for a bit. Of course you'd remember Lord Cheng Pu and Huang Gai over me. Everyone does. I'm always surrounded by comrades with such incredible presence. How am I supposed to stand out compared to them? I rarely get a chance to draw attention to myself one-on-one like this. All the more reason to leave a real impression while I can. Can you believe my order still hasn't come? I made it so long ago. No. One time I did that and ended up with 2 of the same order. You've got to watch out for that, you see. And it's not like they're doing it on purpose. They're just all busy with their own tasks, that's all. Still, the fact that I risked life and limb out on the battlefield and nobody even remembers me is pretty depressing. My lord says that's its own sort of skill, but that doesn't really sound like a compliment to me. You think so? Odd how you saying that makes me feel similarly. Thanks for that. I feel like I can accept myself as I am now. Even if you soon forget our conversation here, it'll remain etched in my memory. But next time you run into me, do at least say hello. Hey, I really want some meat next. I'd like you to order it for me, though. I just know they'll forget or make a mistake if I order. Oh, and order whatever you want for yourself, too, okay? I've come here to ask you a favor, after all. You think I'd push some impossible task on you? Well, yeah, maybe. After what happened to Lord Sun Jian, we've all got to give Lord Xuan Ce our fullest support now. But both Huang Gai and Lord Cheng Pu seem tense about something. Maybe I'm blowing things out of proportion. but I trust my intuition. So, that's why I thought I'd come up with some ideas. You know, we're pretty similar, you and I. You're gonna hurt my feelings acting so shocked. I meant that you also remain fairly inconspicuous. Though I imagine with you, that's something gained through specialized training. We might differ on the details, but that hardly matters here. I'd like you to support Wu from the shadows and keep it safe from danger, as I have been doing all this time. Zhou Yu, Lord Cheng Pu, Huang Gai. They're all rather flashy, are they not? One poor move and they'll soon have Yuan Shu's eyes on them. And so, now it's your turn. Quietly, though. So now you can eat and drink to your heart's content. If I treat you to that, it'll be hard to turn me down, right? I'll really be counting on you once you're ready. Since I believe you understand what's required. You knew exactly where to find me. Did I really stand out that much? I did, huh? Guess I'm finally building a bit of presence after all. Recently, even if I'm not together with Lord Cheng Pu or Huang Gai, I'm no longer being asked to take care of cleanup tasks. Having gone through 3 generations of Wu, I've finally gained gravitas as an officer. How are you doing? You've been lured into Wu by me, with the promise of food. Any regrets? Good to hear. That sets my mind at ease. I was worried you might say you wanted to be more prominent. On another note, don't you get the feeling that the younger ones are growing more powerful recently? And when they rise up, my hard-fought position will be up for grabs. Will they gain dignity and gravity as Lord Cheng Pu did? Or grow bodies of steel like Huang Gai? Not even going to entertain that discussion, huh? But I like that about you. You don't hold back. Well then, I'm counting on you to always stay by my side. Officers like you and I have to accept that we'll remain unnoticed even as we carry out grand acts. But we can meet up like this sometimes and give each other praise where praise is due. By the way, I ordered way back before you even arrived, and yet it's still not here. Mind checking up on that for me? I'd appreciate it.
Sorry for inviting myself in so suddenly in the middle of the night. I know I cut an intimidating figure. You mean others do the same? You must be popular. I intended to drink myself into oblivion. I stepped out into the night, and then who came to mind but you? I realized I needed to thank you. And I thought, what better time than now? Is that a serious question, my friend? The reason I wanted to thank you was for your decision to support Lord Sun Sa. It was as if a great weight was lifted from my shoulders. I knew I could rely on you to do the job as well as I would. I never thought I'd find someone who could. With you at his side, I could rest easy, knowing that I would not be missed. Of course not. But in all seriousness, it was my failures that led to Lord Sun Jin's demise. I will give everything I have to make up for what happened. You would not say that if you knew the whole tale. Apparently, my father was once governor of Nanyang. When I was young and poor, I dreamed of rising to the same position. I lived like a pauper, worked myself to the bone, and eventually came to be Lord Sunjian's vassal. He was a wise and benevolent leader, and a great warrior. I respected him greatly. That was enough for me. I was satisfied, but in that moment, the darkness inside my heart gripped me, slowed me down. The anguish is always worse on quiet nights like this. That's when I start to wonder if I am just a traitor draped in the skin of a loyal servant. I came here seeking comfort, yet I had little hope I would actually find it. But enough of my self-pitying drivel. Tell me about you. The night is young, and I would like for us to learn all about each other. I'm sorry for barging in and making myself at home. A broody, hulking man is hardly the kind of surprise guest people want. I have a great many things I'd like to say. I'm sorry, I didn't come here to bore you with my talk, but I just wanted to see you, and so I found myself here. Would you stay with me, without asking any questions, just like you did before? Thank you. No matter what happened, know that I will speak nothing but the truth with you. Now, how about we have a drink, to better enjoy our mutual silence? We'll let the wine take us where it may. If you join me, I promise you, we shall make this night our most memorable yet. Then, whatever the morrow brings, I will be able to face it without regret.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting. It may be a bit sudden, but I hoped we could test each other's mettle. I hoped you might pass by this way, so I settled down for a bit. I haven't been waiting long, though. So, will you take up my challenge? I won't take no for an answer. Wait! You're like a blur. Well, how about this? I'm sorry. Have mercy. I'll get you next time. You must have undergone some intense training to be able to fight like that, huh? And here I thought you a mere sellsword. Well, you certainly put me in my place. And now see why my father insisted I fight you. But I'm forgetting my manners. I'm Ling Tong, son of Ling Cao, a vassal of Lord Sun Tzu. Really? Despite my brazenness, you are most tolerant. Now, I suppose you're wondering why I'm here. The other day, my father and I rode out to hunt for bandits, and I admit, I became rather carried away. Yet, I refused to admit any mistakes, and kept talking back to my father. He didn't even scold me for my arrogance. Instead, he told me that I was just a fledgling without sharp talons or keen eyes necessary to truly see the battlefield. Then he said that only once I had both would I come to understand just how little I knew before. Well, he was right, of course. I understand that well enough now. At the very least, I'm not a stubborn fledgling anymore. But I'm grateful we've had this talk. I suppose I'd better go apologize to Father. Until next time, I promise not to bore you with my troubles. when we next meet. Oh, it's you. I'm perfectly fine, before you ask. Well, I answered anyway, just in case. After what happened to Father, and then letting that bastard Gan Ning get away. Everyone just keeps telling me to rest and mourn, but it's not like I can gain any sense of closure after everything that happened. What makes it worse is that I could have stopped it, had I been stronger. I mean, if I had your gift for reading the flow of battle, then please, I have to ask before things get any worse. Will you train me? My father respected you. I know you can help me better myself. No preamble, huh? But I was hoping you'd say something like that. I'd love to get started right away, but I need to say one thing before we do. It is truly a great relief that you are here with me now. I've come to rely on you more than I had first thought. I hope you'll stay with me. And then perhaps this little fledgling will manage to drag himself out of the mud. Somehow I feel that with you beside me, it isn't so far-fetched that one day I will take flight. You refuse to fight me? Despite how you look, you're just a coward.
Quit squawking. A fledgling out for blood is still just a fledgling. You're no threat to me. Think about it from my point of view. You could get seriously hurt. And then, what would happen?
What? You just assume you'll be able to beat me? Well, I'll show you.
That's enough. You can't train and argue at the same time. Gan Ning, you come with me before someone really does get hurt. Perfect timing. Look after Ling Tong for me, would you?
Hey! I don't need...
Come on, let's go.
He's a fool. He doesn't realize that you just saved his skin.
So, why are you here? Even at a time like this, you cheer me up. You exceed my expectations every time. I trained with you, at my father's behest. Yet this fledgling is no closer to leaving the nest. Whenever I see him, I can't help but consider ending him with some accidental slip of my hand during training. Not to mention, I had grossly underestimated his abilities. Admit it, even you must have grown weary at that stunt I pulled. You do? But how can you? Without experiencing what I have. Well, you always have had a capacity for empathy. In any case, would you be willing to beat me into shape? Remake me from the ground up? First, I need to establish myself among the others in Wu. I feel it's better to start there than let that bastard distract me. And if I ever get the urge to pick a fight with him again, now I know that I can talk things over with you instead. The fledgling learns to fly in the shadows of his forebearers. Can I count on you to look after me until I am strong enough to leave the nest?
Ah. Great timing. Would you mind talking with me for a moment? You might have already heard, but recently Wu has been gathering new talents. The main reason for this is that we have a new leader and need to ensure our stability. So, I think I'll need to step up. I have a debt to Lord Sun Quan, and I intend to repay it through hard work. I guess I haven't told you. Well, let me explain. When I first started serving the Sun family, I had hardly read anything in my life. Honestly, back then, there were too many things I didn't understand. I was loyal to Wu, but was only able to show it by rampaging across the battlefield. I lacked any kind of wisdom, and one day, I thoughtlessly pursued an enemy too far and ended up wounded. And the first person who scolded me afterward was Lord Sun Quan. He told me that meaningless injury and sacrifice don't amount to loyalty. That I should keep an eye on my surroundings and think about what must be done. Ah, I know. He was clearly concerned about my future. And then, he suggested that I take up studying. That way, I would no longer be unlearned Meng of Wu, and could instead serve as a distinguished officer who doesn't rely solely on might. I'm only here thanks to Lord Sun Quan, so I vowed to support him using everything I've learned. Or that's my hope. So far, I'm neither smart enough nor strong enough. My goal is still so far away, meaning I haven't a moment to lose. I'm sorry I spoke for so long. I appreciate you sharing your time. However, this has helped me restore my focus. Thank you. It's strange. When I see those eyes of yours, like a dawn sky, I can't help but share my deepest thoughts. I wonder, if I keep on studying, will I be able to figure out why that is?
Louis Meng, you have grown to be one of the pillars of Wu. You were even at the center of our earlier meeting with the officers.
Lord Sun Quan, I am undeserving of such words.
Accept them, for I know this to be true. I will continue to count on you.
Are you hiding back there? Please, come out and talk with me. Well, it's just as you heard. I think my wish to support Lord Sun Quan is now becoming a reality. But being praised by him directly, I could feel the unlearned Meng in me being flabbergasted. Oh, no, I am. Rather, I'm so happy that it doesn't feel real. But it doesn't mean I can just sit back. Our Lord still faces a veritable mountain of problems. I will continue to serve him with everything I have. But there may be times I come to you for help. I'm sure I can count on you. After all, you are a guardian of peace. Lord Zhou Yu told me. He seems to know a lot about you. By building knowledge and fostering connections wherever we go, we can get a glimpse into the hidden parts of history. That is another benefit of learning. And it's not a bad feeling to know the secret of my role model. Anyway, my efforts have led me here, and that gives me the confidence to continue striving forward. I'm not wrong to do so, am I? After all, it's thanks to you that I've made it this far. I will never stop learning and never stop improving. I will keep going till I see those eyes like the dawn widen in surprise. So all I ask is that you continue watching me.
Sorry for dragging you all the way out here. And you needn't be so formal and polite with me. It was only recently that I joined the Sun clan. That's why I'd like to get to know everyone better. Grow closer. I figured I could start with you. I can see your guard's up. You can relax, though. I've just taken an interest in you. The Sun clan's roar has been heard throughout the land as of late. Lord Zhou Yu cited your service as a great contribution to such advances. So, I'd like to hear why you joined up with the Sun clan. And don't skimp on the details, please. Perhaps you and I are similar, having entrusted Lord Xuan Su with some kind of hope of ours. For some time now, I've dreamed of setting out in these turbulent times, dashing through the land along with warriors of prominence. And I did become involved with many such individuals, but among them, Lord Xuan Su was simply on another level. I knew I could entrust him with my aspirations and concentrate fully on my efforts to realize them. So, that's my story. I'd like to hear yours, whenever you feel ready to tell it. I really went on there for a while. Regardless, as we're fighting under the same flag, wouldn't it be best to be on friendly terms? Ah, that's just what I was hoping to hear. You know, I'm actually feeling a bit overwhelmed here. Despite being a newcomer, I've been given an important task, laying the groundwork for the Sun clan. To accomplish that, I will need to rely on the opinions of those who have traveled throughout the land, like yourself. As such, I'd really appreciate it if you'd join me in discussion from time to time. It would be like a secret strategy council. You'd really be doing me a favor. It's been some time since we lost Lord Xuan Su. Looking back on those days, I barely ever had time to catch my breath. I lost the leader I entrusted with my dream. And I didn't even have time to fall into despair about his death. But the flames of hope still burn within my heart. That dream hasn't completely disappeared yet. It is, and one that I wouldn't have held in the past. I've developed nerves of steel, a final parting gift from Lord Xuan Su, perhaps. At some point, this dream of mine shifted into one I share with you, with everyone. That being said, if we're to actually realize this dream, we must begin by seeing the facts as they are. And with that, let's move to our topic of discussion today. Wu remains unstable. The work of those serving the kingdom is to reinforce its foundation. But the mountain of threats surrounding it cannot be ignored. Our citizens already have their hands full. Why don't we focus on what's outside our borders? Think of those who would raise their blade at Wu. Are there not a great deal of warriors who come to mind? More than anyone else, it's Cao Cao we must be wary of. If we don't take proper precautions, this kingdom will eventually be devoured. One plan would be to divide the land in two with Cao Cao and fiercely protect our territory. However, whether we do so through negotiation or by force, the first thing we'll need is allies. Capable ones who are able to contend with Cao Cao. Right. That's the general notion I've been working on. But I'd like your opinion on the matter. So, tell me about your experiences. I'd like to hear about the great warriors you have faced and befriended. This evening's Strategy Council meeting has only just begun. Thanks for coming. I wonder how many times I've invited you here like this. I've been wanting to hear your thoughts recently. And this Strategy Council meeting made a good pretext for that. I have no other reason for asking you to come here today. I just wanted to express my gratitude. Haha. There's no playing the fool. Have you already forgotten about the alliance with Liu Bei's forces? Your fate and mine are intertwined now, and your ties with Liu Bei are what brought this alliance into being. Relying on your expertise was the correct move. Lord Zhou Yu said the same thing, you know. Unwilling to claim credit, I see. Well, I suppose you could indeed say that the alliance resulted from Lord Sun Quan's decision. But now, the real battle will begin. Cao Cao's forces are immense, and as such, we are constantly overwhelmed. Our alliance with Liu Bei's forces just about put us on an equal footing. And yet, I have suggested sending everyone to their deaths so that Wu may remain standing. It's clear that the days to come will be filled with terror. How do you think things will turn out? Indeed. Right now, we just need to focus strictly on our preparations. Sorry for boring you with such talk. I had lost confidence in myself and was dwelling too long on the negatives. But thanks to your words, I can feel truly proud of my decision. There's no doubt we shall realize this dream we've worked toward. We'll prove it to everyone, far and wide. We have the talent and skill to make it happen.
Didn't expect to see a friendly face here. We haven't met since we fought together in Beihai. You looked busy, but I couldn't help myself. Do you mind if we talk? Yeah, and thanks again for all your help at Beihai. We couldn't have saved Lord Kongzhong without your help. I must thank you again. You left the greatest mark on the battlefield that day. I hope we can fight together again someday. But I wonder when that will be. I serve Lord Liu Yao now, but it seems he does not trust me. Well, because I am a new recruit. It is understandable. I've made somewhat of a name for myself on the battlefield, but I've yet to accomplish anything in his service. I will have to earn his respect, little by little. Eventually, he will trust me with more important tasks, and I will be rewarded accordingly. That is what I believe. Thank you for the kind words, and I'd like to repay you somehow too. That's it. I know just the thing. I have finished my tasks for today. Why don't we go get a bite to eat? And to better thank you for all that you've done, let this one be on me. Then it's settled. Don't let me catch you holding back just because it's on my coin. Now, let's get some food. This is quite a view. Care to take a look while we talk for a while? We follow the same man now. Fate works in mysterious ways. To tell you the truth, I'm honestly at a bit of a loss. Everything just feels so right. The sense of unity between soldiers and officers is incredible. But of course, it is Lord Sun Sua who impresses me the most. His unwavering presence is nothing short of extraordinary. The relationship he has with each of his subjects goes beyond the mutual obligations of master and servant. He treats them as friends. Even newcomers like me are held in the same esteem. I am still amazed that such a leader could actually exist. I couldn't agree more. It is Lord Sun Sua's compassion that motivates me to serve. An exceptional master must be rewarded with exceptional service. In this spirit, I foresee many restless days. You're right. Wouldn't want to wear myself out and have my peers take care of me. And thus, we are together now. I'm sure I'll be relying on you again. I may trouble you from time to time, but if you'll allow it, I want you by my side. As a long-time battle companion, you are the only one I can trust to guard my back. I'm looking forward to fighting with you again. Don't hold back. Order whatever you want. We see each other almost every day, but it's been so long since we've had a chance to relax. Things have been quite chaotic after Lord Sun Quan took command. We should celebrate our efforts. Forgive me. I seem to have led you to believe that serving under our new master has been a burden. Lord Sun Quan is clearly worthy of his position. I have never doubted that. Of course, Lord Sun Sua was an extraordinary man. His bravery and his compassion were second to none. But I see Lord Sun Quan the same way. His steadfast mind and ability to focus on the path ahead will prove to be unparalleled assets. Well, I have told him this many times, but he always deflected my compliments with humility. Lord Sun Quan will be everything we have come to expect from a commander. I can tell by just looking at him. That's what makes me want to dedicate myself to his cause, and if necessary, offer my life to protect him. I think Lord Sun Sua looked at all of us this way. With a look of expectation and trust, like that given to family. It may sound disrespectful, but Lord Sun Quan is more like family to me than a master. I can even think of him as my younger brother. Oh, does it bother you? Do not fret. I see you the same way. You, the officers, everyone in Wu, you are all irreplaceable family to me now. You can even call me brother if you want to. How about it? Now you're making me feel embarrassed. But I'll do my best to make sure you'll come around one day. Well, tomorrow is another busy day. Eat and drink to your heart's content. We will need our strength. And let's stay together from now on. Together, we will secure the future of the Sun family. Our family.
At this rate, I won't even be able to protect myself. I'll have to start with relearning the basic weapon stances.
Yes, my lord.
I am grateful that you had the patience to train with someone as unskilled as myself. Do not hesitate to point out my faults in the future.
Yes, my lord.
Are you here to train as well? Your constant efforts to hone your skills for the battlefield have not gone unnoticed. I had also found a spare moment to train. Zhou Tai was just teaching me how to handle a weapon. Zhou Tai has done me a great service by helping me during his time off duty.
It is nothing.
You do not need to spare my feelings. Under normal circumstances, a man of your talents would be fulfilling his potential on the front lines with Sa.
Lord Sun Xuan, please.
No. I need to make this clear to you right now. I am sorry for my lack of experience. I will continue to devote myself to improving my skills, so that I will not be such a burden.
A burden? I never thought. But I believe that is a fine attitude.
Yes, I am counting on your support. Zhou Tai is a true warrior. I believe that he may be of service to you too. You two should take this opportunity to get to know each other better. Zhou Tai must be tired from keeping me company. Take a rest for a while.
How did it come to this? I have my doubts that you are interested in a conversation with a man of so few words as myself. Maybe, but that does not change the truth. Your few words carry much wisdom. I am simply a bore. I will endeavor to learn from your example.
It will take a while for your wounds to fully heal. Don't push yourself too hard in the meantime.
I don't intend to.
As long as you understand. But don't say you had no choice because you were protecting your lord. Honorable wounds are as deadly as any.
Oh. They've been tended to. Nothing serious.
Were you even listening? I said it is essential that you rest. Unbelievable. It goes in one ear and out the other. Do you want to aggravate your wounds and have your lord be racked with guilt after you injured yourself saving him?
But Lord Sun Xuan wouldn't, for someone like me.
He needs you to be healthy and strong, and that means taking care of yourself. Would you please talk to him? Find out what troubles him so? He'll never heal at this rate.
What troubles me? Am I so easy to read? Lord Sun Xuan is avoiding me. When I was injured, he apologized profusely. I could barely get him to raise his head. It feels like he is trying to distance himself from me. You think so?
See, he agrees with me, right? Your relationship is like a shoe sore. Because your hearts are not properly aligned in caring for each other. The friction is gradually starting to hurt.
What should I do? A long talk. I don't want to be a bother. But this is no time to be timid. If I want to make this right. Thank you. I will heed your counsel. I will speak frankly to Lord Sun Xuan, no matter how much it may frighten me.
Such are the key lessons of war given in the Wu Tzu. It is such an old tome, but I trust it will be of some use to you.
Thank you. I shall be sure to apply this wisdom.
Ah, perfect timing. I was just wrapping up today's lesson.
The great knowledge passed down through generations. The strategies studied by Lord Sun Xuan.
Zhou Tai is a fine student, much to my surprise. I did not expect him to take to the books so well. I actually have something to discuss with you. Will you join us? The other day, Zhou Tai talked to me. He wished to know what I thought of him. It was quite a shock. In retrospect, I came to realize I had not truly faced Zhou Tai as I should have. I always assumed I caused him much trouble with my shortcomings. Driven by self-serving doubt, I acted coldly toward him.
I told you. I do not mind. There is no need to.
Quite. And so we struck a deal. Zhou Tai will teach me the art of battle, and I will impart my knowledge to him. In this way, we can learn from each other. Indeed, I feel like I gained the entry to Zhou Tai's heart, and I am filled with a desire to let everyone know. We're off to the training ground next, for my own lesson. Don't go easy on me, Zhou Tai.
Oh, I certainly won't. I owe you my thanks. You encouraged me to open up to him, and I did. It turns out, Lord Sun Xuan was waiting for me to do exactly that. Yes, thanks to you, I shall always be in your debt. You are a true friend indeed. I hope that one day I will be able to help you as well.
Oh, it's you. Allow me to express my gratitude. Your help in that last battle was most valuable. You noticed. Can we talk? I want you to understand how I feel. Then please allow me to have a moment of your time. I have a long history with the Sun family. Sun Ce and I grew up together, and I am proud to call him my close friend. He was reckless in his youth. One time he fell from an enormous tree and broke the stone wall surrounding a villager's house. Another time he ran away into the mountains during his lessons, and we later found him fighting a wild boar. And once, ignoring my warnings, he ate a wild mushroom he'd never seen before and swore it was delicious even as he turned green. I was always there to deal with the aftermath of all his unpredictable actions. Indeed, I was determined to keep him safe. Thanks to those times, even now, I feel able to respond to unthinkable situations. Then, the other day, I faced my first battle alongside him, and I was full of confidence. It was... well, you know how it went. Sun Ce was in his element on the battlefield. No one could stop him. No one could keep up with him. I'm glad you think so. It's not often I get the opportunity to share my history with Sun Ce. I plan to serve as Wu's strategist, not to keep Sun Ce in check, but so that he can fulfill his potential. If you liked what you saw of us in the last battle, I hope we'll be able to count on you in the future, too. And aside from that, I'm interested in you personally. I hope to hear more of your story sometime. I feel our fates are intertwined. Until we meet again. I was hoping to find you. I've been meaning to talk to you. Well, there's something I've been wondering about you. It's good that Sun Ce has been able to show his true strength, but it means we've been even busier than usual. We've been so rushed that I haven't had a chance to talk to you. Did you know that people have started calling you my shadow? It's because you helped from the side, aiding Sun Ce and contributing to our victories in ways people can't see. We really appreciate it. You're helping us go places we wouldn't be able to go otherwise. Is your constant modesty a product of your upbringing? A guardian of peace. Once I found out who you were, it all started to make sense. I did a lot of research after Lord Sun Jian left us. Your actions and characteristics bear a close resemblance to those of a legendary group, you see. Do forgive me. Prying into your affairs, and then asking you to lend us your aid, like this. Despite having lost your memories, you have obviously retained the skills you developed. Now, well, my curiosity about you has only further deepened. How do those eyes of yours read the wind? What kind of man do you perceive me to be? I would like to hear more in the coming days, if possible. I, too, am well aware that I mustn't squander this opportunity. Oh, it's you. Everyone has already left. You won't find anyone here. You ought to prepare for the final battle as well. Or perhaps you have some business with me? You're always concerned for me, aren't you? This place seems quite large, with just the two of us here. The next battle shall be a significant one, indeed. We must win, at all costs. There's no going back now. Our Lord is resolute, and everyone is in high spirits. I fear I've asked much of you as well. Clearly, I have done all I can. And yet, I find I cannot stop myself from shaking. I see. So my reaction is justified then. I instinctively believed I shouldn't feel so rattled. Were Sun Tzu here, I am sure he would laugh away my fears and tell me to savor the occasion. What about you? Does this battle frighten you? How candid of you. Yet, hearing that come from you provides me a measure of calm. This is a good opportunity. There is something I wish to say to you once again. I only overcame the various hardships I encountered thanks to your support from behind the scenes. You were supposed to have left Wu and me on several occasions by now, and yet here you remain. You have my sincere thanks. If we win this battle, Wu will soar to prominence. As such, we will require sturdy wings to maintain our flight. I could think of no one better suited for the task than yourself. I would guide the new Wu along the winds you read, until the day peace is within our grasp.